Now this animal being injured means that it does have some pretty specific housing requirements. And we have to be very, very careful when we do handle these animals. So this is Dash. So what you guys just saw is a behavior called baiting. This is Dash, our Cooper's hawk. And when she flies around like that, remember what I said? This animal is still a wild animal. She uses my hand here, kind of like a perch out in the wild. These guys being birds of prey, they like to sit at the tops of trees. And when a bird loses its balance, they don't kind of shuffle back and forth like we do. They will instantly try and fly and find a new perch for them to sit on. So that's that kind of behavior that you just witnessed there, her flying around. Now the reason that I have her tied to my glove is because she was injured in the wild. She is missing one of her eyes. She also had some damage done to her wings. So if she were to actually try and fly around this museum, she wouldn't be able to make it very far. So hence the rope being tied around her ankles and to the end of my glove. That just helps to keep her nice and safe. So if she did try and fly away, she would not injure herself. Now what kind of animal is Dash? Does anyone have any guesses? What do you think? Excuse me? Yeah, very good. Dash is a hawk. Specifically, she is a Cooper's hawk. Now, there are two major groups of hawks. There are the occipiters and the buteos. The buteos being your larger birds of prey, animals like red-tailed hawks. But our Cooper's hawk Dash here is an occipiter. And what that means is that she's built just a little bit differently than some of the other hawks that you'll see here in Pennsylvania. Most of the time when you see a hawk, they're soaring up in the sky. They're really, really large birds of prey. Red-tailed hawks are some of the more common birds of prey that you'll see here in Pennsylvania. But you don't always see Cooper's hawks in the same environment as your red-tailed hawks. And that's because the red-tails will actually try to eat these guys. These guys are built a little bit lighter, a little bit faster than your larger birds of prey. So these guys can hunt in a different environment. These guys like to live very, very deep inside of the forest. They'll also live here in Philadelphia. They'll nest amongst the tall buildings here. Can you guys think of any animals that live here in Philadelphia that might be good food for a Cooper's hawk? What do you think? Yes, squirrels. What else? Yeah, mouse, definitely. Something small like a chipmunk or a mouse. Also pigeons as well. Big food source for these guys. Now, a lot of birds of prey will eat your small mammals. Things like mice, chipmunks, squirrels. But a Cooper's hawk, the majority of their diet is actually going to be made up of songbirds. So animals like cardinals, sparrows, any of those smaller birds that will be attracted to your backyard bird feeders. So if you do set up a bird feeder, over time, if you keep a close eye on it, you may just see a Cooper's hawk frequenting it, hunting the birds that are attracted to the food that you're putting out in your backyard. Now, do you guys have any questions about our Cooper's hawk? Yeah, what's your question?
Do hawks eat worms like the other birds?
So that is an excellent question. So when I say bird of prey, that means that these guys are going to eat animals that are a little bit larger than your common insects. So most birds will eat things like berries. Most birds will eat things like worms and grasshoppers and crickets and small insects. But a bird of prey is a bird that eats larger animals. Now, this guy's not going to go and try and eat a goat or a deer, something quite that large. But they would definitely be better suited for killing small animals like your songbirds, small animals like field mice, also even small snakes. So these guys are very, very good hunters, and they use the adaptations of their body to kill things that are going to be a little bit more higher in energy than things like earthworms. Now, if you were to look really, really closely at her, some of you guys in the back might not be able to see quite as well, but some of you guys in the front, you'll notice that she does have that long, curved, sharp beak. It's kind of like having a built-in knife and fork. She'll use that sharp, curved beak to help pull meat off of the bones of her prey. Also, the reason that I'm wearing this thick leather glove is because she has long, sharp talons on the end of her feet. Kind of like, made of the same material that your fingernails are made of, but long and curved, kind of like the claws of a velociraptor, if you guys can imagine that. And she'll use those claws in the same way for squeezing and killing her prey. And these guys will live to be about 15 years old, a fairly common bird of prey here in Pennsylvania. Like I said, the reason that Dash is here at the Academy of Natural Sciences with us is because she was injured in the wild. We're not entirely sure what the cause of her injury is, but a vast majority of the birds of prey that are injured and end up in wildlife rehabilitation centers are injured because of human activities, such as the building of buildings. Birds of prey are very susceptible to flying